Hello YouTube, I'm Andrew Does Hair. You can find my portfolio on Instagram at Andrew Does Hair. I would like to start this video with a disclaimer. You see, if you go online and you search for wolf cut, you're gonna find a million different haircuts. Some are short on top, some are long on top, some are shaved on the sides, some are kind of long on the sides. Like, the internet can't agree on what a wolf cut is. Hey look, that's my haircut. Anyways, I don't want to argue with anybody about whether or not what I'm about to do is a wolf cut. What I want to do is just kind of point out one thing that I see in common among all of these haircuts that are actually quite different. First, I see that they're all short over the ear. I see that they're all long in the back. And I see that they're somewhat sculpted and shapely around the occipital bone. Those are the three things that I see on everything labeled a wolf cut, according to that recent internet search. And so I want to show you how to do all of those things with one straight, simple line. Yeah, if you can cut a straight line, you can cut a wolf cut. If this is called a wolf cut, I don't even know. So to begin with, what I want to do is get all this hair wet and slick it back. Once the hair is laying back, I'm going to look for the whitest part of the head on the back side, which would be called the occipital bone. And once I have the hair parted out there, I want to take a straight parting from just over the ear all the way back to the occipital bone. This is going to be our line. That's it. That's the line. Just cut there. So what I want to do is grab sections and cut them like, I don't know, maybe an inch long. I am going through and point cutting everything because I don't want to go back and refine it afterward. I'm trying to keep this super quick and super simple. And what you'll notice as I'm getting around to the back of the haircut is I'm bringing everything up to that line. And so this is just a straight line about an inch off the head, and anything from beneath that parting is going to come straight up to it. You can see already like, whoa, that's kind of the shape of the bottom of a wolf cut. I want to try my best to do the same thing on the left side that I did on the right side. And once that's done, I can start dropping hair down from the top. Now, theoretically, I could have brought all of the hair from the top and the bottom to this line to begin with, but that would have been a lot of hair to kind of handle and hold. It would have been a little bit more difficult to do. So by breaking it into smaller pieces like this, it's just a little bit easier to manage. So what I'm going to do with everything above that initial parting is I'm going to bring it down to that line to cut it. So in hair cutting, if you're pulling hair up to cut it, you get layers. If you're pulling hair down to cut it, you get graduation. And the thing that makes a wolf cut look kind of cool is it's a mix of both. And so you bring them both to the same line, you get layers and graduation. Now, as I went to style this, I had no idea where I was going. The top of this mannequin was already cut, and I didn't have an end goal in mind as I started this style. I just started with the basics, rough dry with high heat and high power, move the hair around a whole lot. As I was doing that, the hair kind of told me what it wants to do, and I just kind of leaned into that. Once the hair is dry, you'll find that it's really fluffy and frizzy and puffy. So at that point, I'm going to go to high heat and low power and continue working on it with some heat until the frizz starts to reduce. If you want to get that really pieced out, messy look without a bunch of frizz, you got to cook it for a little bit. As I'm doing this, I also want to move the hair around a lot. I'm going to take breaks from blow drying even to wiggle and scrunch the hair. Anywhere I want to have the hair like extra smooth, I'm going to add tension with a brush. But otherwise, it's just a lot of noogieing and scrunching and pushing. You want to get that lived-in look, you got to move the hair around a whole bunch. Put an entire day's worth of living into your hair into the 5-minute style. So at this point, I'm taking a teeny tiny little scrape of ADH dry and just kind of defining some of these little shards and spikes here. This is optional, but I'm just having fun doing it. So that's our end result. Call it a wolf cut, maybe, call it not, but it does in fact have these three things that I think classify a wolf cut, which is short over the ear, long in the back, and sculpted up over the occipital bone. And we did it again by just cutting a single straight line. Easiest haircut ever, right?